So let's talk about all the things this cop right here has allegedly done. A Colorado police sergeant has been arrested and charged with some pretty crazy allegations. 34-year-old Richard Norton is facing domestic violence and child ABUSC charges. He is even accused of torturing and making evil death threats against his ex-wife repeatedly, and he went so far as to talk about his murder obsession with their 2 kids. He is reportedly a police sergeant with the Morrison Police Department, which is just outside of Denver. According to his arrest affidavit, it was said that he wanted to murder someone because he wanted to know what it felt like. He allegedly told his children how he would break into their home that they live at with their mom and kill their mom and her husband, which would be the kid's stepfather. Reportedly, he terrorized his ex-wife and their kids for years. One of the worst times reportedly happened on September 27th of this year when he allegedly allowed his kids to be handcuffed by his current girlfriend and put in a room alone in order to be punished. He reportedly laughed about the situation and was happy about it. Reportedly, authorities have also got documented photo evidence of injuries and marks on the kid's wrist that are consistent with being handcuffed. On October 2nd, the alleged abuse was reported to the Longmont Police Department, and that was by Richard's ex, the mother of the kids. It was also said he's got a pretty controversial past. After hearing about all these things, I don't know how he's still a cop. In 2019, he was named in a federal lawsuit for his alleged mistreatment of a 15-year-old girl who was disabled during an arrest. He was also accused of sending inappropriate messages to female coworkers, and he resigned from his former department in 2022 while an internal investigation was taking place. His former department was in Broomfield Police Department. Now, it was also said during their marriage, Richard spent years tormenting his ex-wife. He'd allegedly do crazy things like pin her down on the bed to give her a panic attack and then laugh about it in her face. He also allegedly pointed a loaded handgun at her head on one occasion. When they got a divorce, he turned his attention to his ex-wife's new husband, and he began to threaten him as well. It was said that her new husband has seen Richard drive up and park outside of their house on numerous occasions, both day and night. He also allegedly made death threats to her ex-husband multiple times, and it was said he sounds very serious when he talks about murdering him. Richard is also known to brag constantly about being an MMA fighter and about how when he gets mad, he punches and punches and punches until he can't punch anymore. Sounds to me like you need some anger management and therapy. Witnesses further told authorities that he was also known to break into suspects' homes, and he would brag about that, and he would break into their homes to make arrests. And he claimed he would delete all footage of his wrongdoings. Unbelievable. His ex-wife reportedly told police that she came forward finally because she was scared for her safety and her children's. She said she would rate her being scared an 8 and her being scared for her children a 10. It was also said that the kids sleep with baseball bats for being scared. It was also said that during one incident, Richard pointed his police taser at his kids and made them stand in a squat position while he showed them how to use it. It was said that Richard was talking about the taser and telling them where the dots were pointing and where the prongs would go, all while his finger was on the trigger. His ex-wife also said that she went through physical and sexual abuse when she met him in college, or after she met him. They met in college. It was said that when he proposed to her, it was on a cliff on a mountain, and he had a pretty odd comment to her if she said no to him. He said he would push her off if she said no, because if he couldn't have her, no one could. He is due to be arraigned in court in Boulder County on November 21st. His charges include 2 counts of child ABUSC, 2 counts for leaving his vest and gun out and accessible to kids, and 2 counts for telling the kids that he was going to kill their mother and stepfather. So that's actually 4 counts of child ABUSC. I'm sorry. He was also charged with unlawful storage of a firearm and DV, domestic violence. This is absolutely nuts, and shame on him for putting his ex, and especially their children and their stepdad, through so much. He definitely sounds like a threat and someone you need to be worried about. I hope he gets the punishment he deserves. For more true crime, be sure to hit the follow button.